All right, everybody, welcome into another episode of the Venture Hub Academy podcast. I am Todd, and I am going to be doing a solo podcast for you today. And we're talking about something, it's kind of a philosophy that I've come to realize I run my life by, and I think it can be helpful for a lot of you. And it's going to be a multiple part series, and it's going to be broken up over all the interviews that we do here on the Venture Hub Academy. But this is going to be the first episode. And this episode, I'm calling it the question and the attitude. And I think that's really where everything starts for me. Anything that I'm doing in my life, whether it be business or relationships or fun, anything that I'm doing, I always start with a question followed by an attitude. And they kind of go together. So that's what we're doing at the same time. But I think really there's anything that you want to do in life, anything you want to achieve, anything you want to get, you can do it if you just have the right mindset. I think that's what I want to really focus this towards, is talking about a mindset that can help you really achieve anything that you want from a personal perspective, a business perspective, relational perspective. It doesn't matter, but you can do it if you have the right mindset and you have the right tool to help you do that. So this first episode, we're talking about, like I said, the question and the attitude. And the question is very simple. It's a question that most of us, if you're a parent, like myself, you get this question asked all the time by your kids, and it is so annoying. And it's something that you wish, like, why do they ask me this all the time? But they're curious. They're asking a question. And this question is something that I constantly ask myself and others, no matter what I'm doing. The question is a one-word question. You've probably guessed it by now. The question is why? Why is the question that I always look at everything through. It's kind of a filter that I say, I look at something that I'm either thinking about doing or somebody else is doing or I'd like to do, and I say, why? And that's a really basic starting point to say, why something, why anything, why this, why that, why not this, why not that? It's questioning what the purpose of what you're wanting to do is. And once you have that purpose down, then that's where you can really start to mold your idea and say, I'm going to take this thing, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, and I'm going to figure out why. What's the purpose behind what I'm thinking about accomplishing here? And that is where I start everything from. If there's something that I see somebody else doing and I'm thinking, I could do that, but why? Why would I do that? Or why is it working for this person? Or why is it something that I think would benefit me or benefit others, or any variation of that question? The question is why. And the answer is not because, right? That's not what this is about. This isn't about the answering the question. The answer to the question is really in the question. It's why. What's the motivation? What's the purpose? And once you figure out what that motivation or that purpose is for doing whatever it is you're thinking of, then it comes with an attitude. And the attitude is, now this might be weird for some of you, but the attitude that I always bring to everything is, you can't tell me what to do. Like, whatever is, like, why can't I do this that this person's doing? And if someone were to say, well, because they're doing it and you're not, we'll say, you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to do that. Or why can't I do this differently? And somebody says, well, that's the way it's always been done. Well, you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. Because once you go down that path of saying, I'm going to try this, you will eventually figure out how to do it better. But the question that you start with is why? Why do I want to do this? What's the purpose behind the thing that I'm trying to achieve? And then after that, it's an attitude of people, the naysayers, the people who are saying, well, you don't do it that way. That's not the way it's done. When you ask the question why or why not, you need to have the attitude of, you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to try this. I'm going to get out there and do it. And you can't care what other people think. This can't be something that you worry about, well, what are people going to look at me like, or what are they going to think if I go ahead and do this or try this thing? Because I've got this why in my head that I think I can use to achieve what I'm wanting to achieve. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that. Well, you can't tell me what to do. I mean, I appreciate your input. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful with this attitude, because the attitude is not a disrespect or necessarily against the man. It's more of, look, guys, I'm going to try this. I appreciate your input, but you can't tell me what to do, right? So that's kind of the first filter of anything that I'm trying to do or achieve in my life whether it be personal or business or whatever, I ask the question why, or in some cases, why not? Like, why not do it differently, or why not try this? And then from there, it's the people that say you shouldn't do it or you can't do it, or it's not done that way. I say, you can't tell me what to do. I mean, that sounds kind of rough and maybe a little bit forceful, but sometimes you got to be forceful. You got to try stuff and put it out there. And eventually then you get into these next steps that I use. And that is how you make that idea or thing or whatever it is better. And really eventually you make it great. So start with the question and the attitude. The question is why, or in some cases, why not? And the attitude is, you can't tell me what to do. Right? You got it? You hear me? All right, people, this is for you. I'm trying to get you some value so that you can take whatever it is that you want to do, personal, business, whatever, to the next level, because that's what our desire is to help you succeed in whatever you're doing. So I'm Todd Frazier. Venture Hub Academy is the place to get practical training for your business, your creative, whatever it is that you're doing. We've got subscription options there. Go check it out, venturehubacademy.com. /sign up if you just want to get straight to the sign up, and we will see you there, guys. All right, I'm going to be doing more of these solo podcasts. I feel like they're kind of like rants, I guess, but hopefully you like them. And if you do, then go ahead and 1, subscribe, and 2, give us a rating. 5 stars if you like it, 1 star if you don't. I really don't care which way it is. I just want feedback. I want to know what's working and what's not, what you guys do like, what you don't like, because I want to craft all of the stuff that I'm putting out closer to what you're looking for. Now, you can't tell me what to do, but I do want your feedback. I want to make sure it's valuable for you, because if it's not valuable for you, then it's just a waste of time for me. But at the same time, I want to try as many things as possible. And then I adjust and make sure that I'm doing as much as possible to help people out. All right, guys, that's it. I'm finished here. We will see you next time. Venture Hub Podcast. See ya.